What's going on, guys? Jordan here, coming back at you again with another episode of Beer Reviews. Tonight, we're going to be reviewing Bud Ice. Now, if you can hear by the tone of my voice, I'm not incredibly excited about this because I've actually had this before, and I don't remember liking it all that well. So, let's just get into this and hope to God it's not as bad as I remember. It's coming in at 5.5% ABV. This is the big one. 25 fluid ounce can. And again, this was right around the same price that I paid for that natural ice. A little over $3, something like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and crack into this and see if it is as terrible as I don't remember it being terrible. Okay, I'm being a little bit too harsh on it. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't necessarily good. It's cheap. It's got a little bit more alcohol than your standard light lager. But is it worth it? It doesn't smell bad coming out of the can. There's not really a lot of smell to it, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and just hard pour it into the glass. All right, Monster Head. That's because of the way we poured. All right. This looks a little bit, just a tinge darker than that natural ice we did last night. Maybe not. Maybe I would have to put them. Maybe I'm going to do a comparison video, but I was literally about to say I might have to. If I had them side by side, I'd be able to tell the difference. So right now, really tight bubbles, soft, foamy at the top. Don't know if you guys can see that. Let's leave it a nice little ring there. Right at about 4-finger head right now. It's kind of holding its own there. Smell. This doesn't have a lot of aroma to it. That natural ice had a lot more aroma than this does. This is kind of just smells like a light American Adjunct Lager, really. Kind of looks like it too. Kind of literally looks like a Bud Light, maybe even a Budweiser. Now you can see the lacing from that head right there on the glass. It looks good. It doesn't smell bad. Let's get a taste on it. Cheers, guys. I hope it's not as bad as I remember it. Okay. All right. Maybe I was wrong all those years ago. But then again, I had only been drinking beer for like a year and a half at that point last time I had this, so I was still new to drinking beer. It's not that bad. I mean, kind of gave me chills a little bit on that sip. I think it's because I got a smaller sip and I think I got mostly head. Let me try it one more time. I'm trying to give this a fair judgment. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It kind of leaves like this metallic-y aftertaste on the palate. I'm not too fond of that. But it's not bad. It's not as sweet as the natural ice, and I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It has flavor. It's not booming with flavor. Obviously, you wouldn't expect it to. It's a Anheuser-Busch product. So I kind of expected it to be light on flavor, but the metallic-iness to it, and it's not from the can, I already know that. it just kind of throwing me off a little bit. Now, as it's in the glass, warming up a little bit, there is a little bit more aroma coming out. Really just getting a little bit of maltiness. Not a whole lot else. A little bit of sweetness almost. But the taste is not that sweet. I don't know, it's weird. Some drinks are decent, some drinks are a little bit rougher than others. It's not bad for what it is for a cheap beer. Like I said last night, the liquor store that I went to buy these beers, they're kind of all over the place. They don't know how to keep fresh beer on the shelf. They got beers that's been canned on as long ago as 2020. And then they have these priced over $3. When most places you get these for like $1.75, sometimes even 99 cents. But I'm not gonna whine about that too much. Did enough of that last night. So Bud Ice coming in at 5.5% ABV. A little over $3 for a 25 fluid ounce can. It's slightly less alcohol than that Natural Ice. That was coming in at 5.9, I believe. It holds its own. It is what it is. It's decent for an ice beer. It's not bad. There's nothing really offensive other than that metallic type aftertaste. But that could just be me. This is just a review by me. This is in no way, shape, or form the full deal here. I mean, I'm just a person reviewing it off of my taste and my taste alone. You might think this is the best beer you've ever had. It's not bad. There's a little bit of sweetness actually coming off of it now that it's warming up a little bit. But all in all, not a bad beer. I gave the Natural Ice, I gave it a 7.5. And I'm really torn right now. Is this better or is this worse? Or is it a tie right now between that and Natural Ice? Obviously, we don't know the full story yet because I still have to do the beer battle, which that was going to be what I was going to do originally. But I had not reviewed the Natural Ice or the Bud Ice before. And it had been a very long time since I've had this. So I wanted to give them both a review as their own thing before I went ahead and did a complete, beer battle with them. So I think I'm just going to hit this with a solid 7.8. I think it's a little bit better than the Natural Ice. But not by much. To get the full story, stay tuned. Probably next week, I think we're going to do Natural Ice versus Bud Ice in a beer battle. Blind taste test to see just exactly which one I do prefer. It's not a bad beer. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be, and it's not as bad as I remembered it being. The only thing I would say that I don't necessarily like is that slight metallic type aftertaste, which it's not even that bad. And the more you sip on it, the more you don't notice it. So 7.8 from me here at Beer Views. That's my review. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you guys have any idea, if you have any suggestions on beers you would like me to try in the future, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to try to find it and give it a review. I can't talk tonight. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, cheers.